What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is your review for Queen Season 1, Episode 4. So, we left off last week with Eve's character, husband dying. So, this episode is all about, for the most part, this process. We see her finally calling somebody to come and get him out the house. We see her trying to contemplate whether she should wake the kids up and tell them or wait till the morning. We see her make some other phone calls. We see the ambulance come and take him away. We see all of these things. We see her drinking. We see her up all night. And then finally it's morning time and the kids come down for breakfast and they're, where's dad? What's going on? And she's like, listen, I got something I got to tell you. Now, while this is going on, all the rest of the group are kind of doing their own thing, dang, I can't get the name out. Lord have mercy. Notori, she done cheated on Angie, with the reporter child. She done cheated on Angie with the reporter. And she wakes up and Angie said, surprise, I'm here in town to see you. And she like, oh my gosh, and she's with the reporter, and the reporter is like, and this will piss me off. Girl, you knew she had a girlfriend and you snuck up in her hotel room and you got them goods off of her. And when she wake up and tell you, excuse me, my girlfriend is in town, she done surprised me. She literally called me and said she on her way. You taking your sweet time. Talking about something. Girl, you just coming into your own. Ain't no need for you to rush to make no decision. You doing you, and it's cool. Listen, ain't nobody asking for all of that. We had a good time last night. You knew what it was when you got here. So you got to get your happy ass up and hurry up and get the hell up out of here before my girlfriend show up. Then she had a nerve to be like, I'm going to take a quick shower. No, the hell you not. You're not taking a quick nothing. You going to put on them clothes you showed up at my house in, and you going to get on up out of here. You don't get the... No, ma'am. I was like, what the... and then, of course, Angie is struggling with this because she was like, hell, I cheated on my husband with my girlfriend. Now I'm cheated on my girlfriend with another woman. She is just all over the place, poor thing. Now, Brandy is up at the hotel room with her daughter, and here come, E knocking on the door. He talking about something. Am I her daddy? You know what? I was listening to some old recordings, and I'm listening to the words, I'm her daddy. Now, first of all, Brandy tried to tell you, listen, can we not do this right now? Can we not have this conversation right now? Like, read the room, bruh. Well, the girl was in the room. Now, the girl didn't hear it. But it's just like, can you read the room? Second of all, you done had them recording for 20 years, and you just listening to them well enough to realize that she could possibly be talking about the fact that she had a baby? Are you serious right now? Like, it never, ever occurred to you to do the math. It never, ever occurred to you to say, she rapping about being pregnant and sleeping with a man that already got a girlfriend. That sounds a little familiar. Like, it ain't never... Boy, bye. That child is 20 years old. Don't put all that on Brandy. Don't make it seem like it's all on Brandy because, for real, you knew. You ain't want to accept it. You ain't want to believe it. You ain't want to deal with the consequences of it. But you knew that was your baby. Stop playing with me. So then, we down to the house, and of course, everybody shows up. They are there for her in her hour of need. They saying prayers, and the pastor then came by to talk about the eulogy. I was like, this is quick as hell. She still got on the clothes. Now, I ain't trying to tell nobody what they shouldn't be doing, but that just seemed kind of quick to me that the pastor then showed up and they talking about eulogy. Is it me? Y'all tell me in the comments if I'm tripping. It just seemed like, and I understand maybe they didn't want to drag all of this on, but it just seemed real quick that they just took the body away. You in the same clothes, and you talking about eulogies. I don't know. So this whole situation, everybody is trying to comfort Eve, doing what we do when somebody died. People bringing over casseroles, the whole family that showed up, and they're trying to, comfort her and be there for her. And she is really just going through the motions. She's in shock. You know, everybody grieves differently. She's not giving them no tears. You know, and again, she's really conflicted because remember when he died, they were just in a weird space. And so, yes, you love him. Yes, you're sad. But it's just a whole lot with that. It's just a weird situation. Now, Latoya is acting funny with Angie because she got a guilty conscience. Because you know her ass cheated on that woman. And so she feeling some kind of way. Then we got the whole Brandy's daughter, you know, fake J-Lo. You know, they got that whole little four-way situation going on because, of course, fake J-Lo was like, you really was still messing with Brandy the whole time that we was messing with each other. And, of course, Brandy was like, girl, he was sleeping with you, he was sleeping with me, and there go the baby. Hey! Now, baby girl is just oblivious to the whole situation. She just happy to be spending time with her mama, okay? Now, as we progress through the day, E trying to apologize to fake J-Lo. Fake J-Lo is like, listen, you know what? Leave me alone, back up off me because you really had a whole baby with another woman. But I'm thinking, last week, did you not just tell this man that you were pregnant and you chose not to have a baby and you don't regret it because you was doing what you had to do for your career? So what you mad for? What are we mad about? Because I'm going to say the same thing to you that I said to him. You could have done the math. Y'all know y'all was fighting over that man. That's why y'all had that whole fight on stage and broke the group up. Ciao. Bye. Anyway, now while all of this is going on, the mistress keeps calling, blowing up the husband's phone. And of course, every time that phone rings, Eve was pissed. Eve was in her feelings, which as she should be. Now, fake J-Lo was like, y'all need to answer the phone and tell that woman what's going on. And she's like, and everybody's like, are you crazy? She don't need to know. She don't have a right to know. She was the mistress, okay? She caused all kinds of problems and strife. Let her figure it out on her own. Child, fake J-Lo gonna go over to the mistress's house and tell her what's going on. What did you hope to gain from that, okay? What did you hope to gain from that? Child, then we had a music break where Brandy was singing at her guitar to her baby girl, and they just showed us what everybody was doing. And you know, Eve was outside thinking, Angie was in bed with her girlfriend. Like, they just showed us all this stuff, okay? We had a music break. I feel like with every episode, they turn this into like a musical situation because I feel like we getting more and more music. I don't know. So then fake J-Lo goes to visit the mistress, and the mistress is telling her, listen, I mean, I know y'all feel how y'all feel, but I loved him, okay? I loved him. And she was like, well, girl, I got something to tell you, okay? Yeah, he did, okay? And I don't know what else to tell you. You know, you need to process that however you feel like you need to process that. You know, good luck, you know? Back over to the house, we have where Angie is talking to Notori, and she's like, what's going on with you? Because you acted funny, and I know something ain't right. I know something's going on. And rather than tell her, look, I cheated on you last night, she was like, let's move in together. That's never a good idea, okay? Deflecting with a deeper commitment is probably not the best decision. But okay, that's what you came up with in that moment. Brandy and E are still arguing over why she ain't tell him what was going on. Is that my baby? I want to be a part of her life. You need to tell her I'm her daddy. Like, they having that whole situation. And she was like, listen, you got to give me some time, okay? I'm just getting to know her myself. We just building our relationship up. I really don't want to bring a third party into this situation. I want to bring a third party into the problem, okay? I really need you to chill out and give me some time to work this out, sir. So then Eve and Notori are talking, and she confesses to Eve that she cheated. Now, Eve assumes she's talking about when you cheated on your husband with Angie. She kind of gave you a pass for that because you was dealing with being confused and not wanting to accept your sexuality. But when you said that you cheated on Angie with another woman, now see, that's a bridge too far. Eve can't deal with that because she's still dealing with the conflict right now of her husband cheating on her, and now he dead, and she can't even yell at him about it no more, right? So Eve decides that he needs something to drink because this is just way too much for him. So Eve says that if you go down to the refrigerator in the basement, it's probably some bourbon or something down there, child. So he goes down there. Baby girl is down there locked in the basement because the door locks from the outside. He closes the door before she has a chance to tell him not to. So now both of them are stuck in the basement, right? Now, here's the reality of the situation. He gets her a beer, trying to be cool dad, trying to have a conversation with her. So, how you doing? How's life? How you liking love? Your mom, you and your mom good? You ever think about your daddy? Would you want to meet your daddy? I was like, girl, mind you, you done gave her a whole beer, and I didn't think that was cool. Call me an old lady, call me a stick in the mud, whatever. Like, he told me something, you ain't got to tell your mama. Sir, that is not appropriate. If she ain't old enough to drink, you ain't in no position now. If you was her real, well, you are her real daddy. But if you was like had a relationship with her daddy, then I'd be like, you sliding her a beer, it's cool. But I don't think it's a good idea for you to be giving a minor alcohol without their parents' permission. Like, I just didn't think that was cool. But anyway, they talked about her getting a music scholarship, and he was like, oh, so music must be in your DNA. And of course, she think he talking about her mama. And she was like, you know, I always envisioned that my dad is like the conductor of the Philharmonic, so that at least my mama can't take all the credit. And so, of course, he's feeling some kind of way. But they do have a chance to have like a little bit of a conversation. And they finally get somebody to answer their phone to come and let them out the basement, child. Brandy comes down there, and Brandy is like, listen, what the hell? How you down here in the basement with my baby? Like, what is going on? And he tells her, listen, we had a really good conversation, but I really need to get to know her. And I really need to get to know her as my daughter, not as just somebody, just a friend, just somebody you know, okay? Finally, we get some emotion out of Eve. Eve is sitting down to try to write out her remarks to say down to the funeral. And she finally gets up, goes in the bathroom, closes the door, and screams at the top of her lungs, okay? Now, the next day, everybody is dressed in black, and we're ready for the funeral. Now, I know in some cultures, they do bury people really quickly, 24, 48 hours. I know that. But this ain't one of them. Black culture ain't one of them. We don't be burying people in 24 hours. How you put a whole funeral together and get you a nice little black outfit in 24 hours? Everybody hair done. They done been to the beauty salon. How do you do all of that in 24 hours? I feel like this went way too fast for a realistic timeline from the time of death to the funeral. But I'm going to let y'all have it, okay? I'm going to let y'all have it. So everybody is down to the church. We're getting ready for the funeral. And Brandy and Faith J-Lo, they make peace with each other because basically they realize that they got played by the man, that they shouldn't be fighting each other when he was really the one playing games with them, right? Angie goes to confession. I mean, not Angie. Notori, she goes over to confession and she confesses that, she cheated on her girlfriend. The pastor is listening to her confession. So first of all, are we in a Catholic church? Because that's where they have confession, is in the Catholic church. So let me say, the priest, he's talking to her and, and he's like, basically he's letting her know that he gay. And because that he chose to be a priest, he can't really live in his truth. And so he's proud of her and he looks up to her and he's inspired by her, the fact that she's owning her sexuality and she's breaking away and she's being so brave about her decision, right? That don't really help her though, as far as what she was confessing about the fact that she cheated on her wife, her girlfriend. That didn't really help her though, bruh. But okay, Father, bruh. So we're sitting down, all the churn on the front row, and Eve is there looking beautiful, doing what she does. And all of a sudden, who come in the church? The mistress. Baby. Eve said, no, I got this. I'm gonna let her know that she gotta leave. And baby, Eve runs up on that woman and knocks her down in front of everybody and commences to try to choke her ass out, okay? So, of course, the girls have to come and break it up, honey. Like, oh, my gosh, oh, my goodness. You about to go to J-A-L-E, jail. I know I spelled that wrong. It's an inside joke. My bad. So, you about to go to jail, ma'am. And so, sorry. They take her in the back, and, of course, they, it's the tension, and they get the laughing about it. Because, it's funny, and it breaks the tension. And she says, you know what? I need to talk to her. And they're looking like, are you sure? You really want to talk? She was like, no, I do. I feel like we need to have a conversation. Like, we really do need to talk. So they bring the mistress back there. And Eve's like, listen, did you love him? Like, did you love him? And they get to talking. And they get to crying, and we finally get some emotion out of Eve, child. The tears are just flowing, okay? She is boo-hooing like a baby. Now, while this is going on, Notori done admitted to Angie that she cheated on her. And Angie was like, girl, I was waiting for you to say something because I knew something was wrong. I knew something was up. She said, let me say this to you, though. Let me say this to you. If it was just an affair, we can get past that. Hell, I cheated on my husband. You cheated on your husband. Like, you know, if it's some stuff you just needed to get out your system, we can work with that. But my question to you is this. Is it more than that? Is it deeper than that? Because if it's more to it and it's deeper, we got a bigger problem. And she was honest and was like, listen, I don't even know, bro. I don't know what I want. I'm confused as hell. And I'm confused as hell and I just don't know. So I think they broke up, child. I don't know. Who knows what's going on with them? But I think they broke up. Okay. So then they finally had a funeral. We got another music break. Notori singing. You know, everybody in the church. You know, they finally saying their goodbyes. You know, Eve gets up there to say her remarks. She said, listen, my husband wasn't a perfect man, but he was a good man, and I loved him. Okay. Next thing you know, she's saying her final goodbye, standing at the casket before they close the casket. Here come the mistress. Listen, we might have talked and cleared the air, but no, ma'am. You don't get to stand up here with me when they lowering the closing up the casket down to the church. You sit your ass in the back of that church. You should be happy I let you stay. Okay? You should be happy I let you stay. Baby, next thing you know, the mistress throws up all over him. Eve looks at her and says, are you pregnant? I said, oh, no, Lord, the man done. And I guess that's why she was blowing his phone up like that, because she was trying to let the man know she was pregnant. Now, while this is going on, Brandy and Eve are telling baby girl that he the daddy, okay? He's letting them know that he is the pappy, okay? That is pretty much the episode, child. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.